Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I got a wonderful message that came to me, and I wanted to share it with you, so I'm taking this moment to do so, and I want to thank you so very much for staying on this long to hear it. I want to talk to you on the subject, too good to be true. I was thinking about how I've concluded as a social scientist from the great, wonderful institution called Alcorn State University down in Loma, Mississippi, that the humankind has something that was unique beyond the ordinary things that are unique, and that is dreams. They all have dreams, and they all see their dreams coming true. They never give up hope until the end comes. And then they're hoping for something still that would maintain. And so, that being the case, I don't know why, but for some strange reason, I came into the knowledge of what was going on. How people wanted their dreams to come true constantly because they weren't coming true. And the question, why aren't they coming true, became paramount to me. For some strange reason, I found myself in life where the tracks I trod led me to the understanding that I have, that I've wanted to share with you to the extent that you accept it for over 30-some years. That was your dreams. You could create heaven on earth, you could create paradise on earth, and it's a simple matter. You have the power, you have the authority. All you have to do is have the will. And so for all these years I've been preaching the will. But for some strange reason, it hasn't resonated. That will has maintained the status quo. And that kind of bothers me when I think about today. Why do you do that? And for some strange reason, it hit me today that it's too good to be true. That what you're hearing me say, you're rejecting it because I must think you are a fool. How can that happen? How can people have peace and prosperity? All of them. Maybe some, but how can all of them engage in that? I must be crazy if I think that you would agree with something like that. You ain't no fool. So that brought me to an understanding that I am sure that it comes from the Master. Because as you see it as being too good to be true, I would normally see it as too good to be true because I know what it's up against. But as I stated earlier, for some strange reason, I see it happening. And I see how it happens. And so I've been committed to give up on those things that are destructive to this coming about, because it's my commitment to you that I know what I'm talking about. Well, up until this point, you haven't bought that. And so I look back at it and say, it's too good to be true. So it must come as a miracle. Something that you and I could not normally do. And yet it can be done, but if it is to be done, it's to be done by the Creator of it all. And for me to come to you and say that is not good enough. You want to see me walk it. And I don't blame you. Somebody came into me talking that smack, I want to say, what are you doing? And you deserve a response. But I'm not doing it for you to respond as I would hope you would. Because I know that this is not about you. This is about the individual that just happens to be me. No man can obey, follow two masters, especially if they're going down different tracks. And the one that would have peace and prosperity and joy for every human on earth is not going down the same track as the one who can put up with wars and crime and violence and poverty and all that other ugly stuff as well, while a few people have a good time. No, I ain't walking that way. So, I mean, it would be good if all of us could do as if we were led by that idea. It would be wonderful, but that's not the case. And it will never be the case as I can see it at this present moment. So I want you to know it's not about others. When you get down to the real nitty-gritty, it's all about you. You see, when the world and all the people of the world make up its mind they're not going to take this junk anymore, that they got love and compassion in their heart and that's all they're going to settle for, once they do that, then all of the ugliness in the world is behind them, because they are going to do those things that would straighten it out. And they would straighten it out. No blood shedding, no fighting. They would just act with a made-up mind, and these things would happen. So what happens when that great number does not come together? What happens when even you have to stand alone? Well, I tell you, if you're trying to draw people to what you are trying to do, it's a good cause, but I understand why you're doing it. You're buying time. You're hoping. I can tell you, you're keeping hope alive is not going to work. So you might as well face life. And life is that you yourself become everything that you said. And that freedom that comes to the entire population when they come together, that same freedom comes to you. Because now you are one man, one woman, standing up for what is truth. You become a light unto yourself, glorifying the power that put you there. And all of the other stuff on the side does not even matter, because now you're walking in the light and you are of the light. And what you do, leave light. And it doesn't matter about all that other junk. What am I saying to you? I'm saying to you, it's too good to be true, because it's from God. Peace and prosperity, lovers, people filled with the Holy Ghost. I shouldn't be saying this, but I just want to take advantage since it's under 8 minutes. Loving God and sitting on the benches and pews with the Republicans and Democrats, choosing what evil you want to be governed by. No such person like that can be governed by God. So you've been faking it. Everything you've been taught, been faking it. And here's a time for you to know you're faking it. Now listen, here's how you can know you're faking it. Now, think about it. Aren't you sitting right there ready to go one way or the other? Because you got to vote. Because so many died for you to have the right to vote. Well, God is not about a vote. God is a way of life that stands against all votes that are against life. So I just trying to tell you something. For those of you who really thought you were on the right path, or really wanted to be on the right path, you know, you're glad that you heard me. For those of you who've been championing yourself as being on the right path and don't want any resistance and arguments from it, now you might get a little upset. But that's not my intent, to make you upset if you're not going to see wisdom in it. Until next time, I'm going to say, Eddie Marcus, remember this, ladies and gentlemen. Too good to be true. This is a miracle, for it is from God, not man. It would never happen from man who want to be your rulers. Now, you better try God. Bye-bye.